Hey guys, I'm back. Joe Wolverton, Teacher of Liberty. Took a week off, had to get some other important things done, but back on a regular schedule with the podcast. Happy that you're there. Please share this, guys. We want this knowledge to get out. This isn't something we need to keep to ourselves. To those of us who know these things, please share this. Please spread this so that we really have a chance of restoring liberty to our people. Please do that, all right? I know that sounds self-serving, but I assure you that it isn't. It doesn't make me any greater to have these ideas out there, right? That's why the logo is a telescope. I'm not the star, I'm the telescope showing people the stars, okay? So the star we're talking about tonight is Cicero. Cicero, or Cicero, for those of you who know, wink. Cicero lived about 106 BC to 43 BC. He was known as one of the greatest orators, one of the greatest speakers in Roman history, right? Jefferson said there's no greater source than Cicero if you want to learn moral principles. Now, I disagree. I think Jesus is a greater source, and Jefferson would agree too. But if we're talking about ancient history and Rome and Greece, Cicero's your man for for lessons on how to be a moral person. Jefferson would copy down long passages from Cicero in Latin. In fact, later in his life, he said, "My amusement at this stage in my life comes from copying down and rereading the works of Cicero." John Adams said that all the world has not produced a greater statesman or philosopher. Our founders loved this guy. So I'm going to give you a couple of quotes from him. The first comes from a book that he wrote, an essay that he wrote called Brutus Orator, trying to teach people if you want to be a good speaker, a powerful, influential, persuasive speaker, how do you do it? And this first quote is from that. It's called Brutus. He says, "Not to know what happened before you were born is to be forever a child. If his memories are not interwoven with memories of ancient things of a better time, what is man?" I don't know that you could say it any better than that. We live, guys, in a world full of adult children. They do not know how to get us out of the problems we're in because they don't know how our ancestors got out of those problems. By reading these men that our founders read, we will know. That will make you a leader. Do not remain a child by thinking the world started when you were born. Learn, as he said, learn those, interweave with your memories by reading and studying history, the memories of a greater, far gone age, and you will instantly be a leader. Okay, next is from a book he wrote on duties. What is your obligation? This is what he wants to know. This is an essay he's writing, a book. You can see what is he writing? This, by the way, these are the Loeb series, right? Half in one side of the page in Latin, one side in English. I highly recommend them. They're by Harvard Classical Library, the Loeb Classical Library. So Cicero on duties. What is your obligation? And whatever you do in life, Cicero says you have two obligations. One is a general obligation that applies to everyone, to do what is right. That's your first obligation and applies to everyone. The second applies to each man according to what he does in his life. If you're a farmer, there are certain obligations that you have that a carpenter doesn't have. If you're a salesman, you have obligations that a astronaut doesn't have, right? So, two duties. Now I'm going to read these two quotes, and I hope you understand. Listen closely. Pay attention to what Cicero's saying. Here we go. Injustice most often arises through subtlety and a fraudulent misreading of the law. Second, And this is my favorite. I'm going to go out on this one. Listen closely, guys, because this matters a lot in our day. Weapons are of little use in war if one has not first been taught wisdom at home. Think about it. Please, guys, subscribe, share this. Let's get these principles shared among all our people so that we have a shot of restoring liberty. All right? Thank you very much, and we'll see you soon.